The idea of the festival is to unite owners of retro machinery, collectors, restoration shops.
Every year, the OldCarLand Festival is held at the open-air aviation museum in Kyiv. For its 10-year anniversary, this event is welcoming hundreds of rare and vintage cars, some even over a century old, or the last surviving example. There was also a special exhibition of 9 cars that were awarded the Grand Prix at previous OldCarLand events.
The value is determined by a combination of many factors. For instance, here among the Grand Prix winning cars we can see what seems like a regular Volga 21. But this is a very early example, 1956 model year. It's when they just put it into production. The car is unique because not only this is the first series. At the time, Volga 21 was ready for production, but the engine factory wasn't ready to produce the new engine for it. And therefore this car has an older engine from Pobeda model. So it seems like a regular Volga 21, but if you take, for example, the 1968 model and this 1956 one, they are very different cars, they have very different value, their price is very different, and the level of interest is different too.
Among the hundreds of classic car enthusiasts and restorers in attendance is Alexander Zakharchenko, who drove this unique Moskvich 407.
In our family, from 1958, there was a Moskvich 407, so it happened that I became an enthusiast. This is a unique car, as it was made on the first production day of the 407 model. The majority of this model's production run was exported into capitalist countries. As a result, they are very rare, especially in this kind of condition. At the time, they hadn't yet switched to starter activated by the ignition key, so a Moskvich of the era would start in a peculiar way. There was a separate starter pedal. The driver would press it with a toe and then step on the accelerator pedal to start the car. I drive it on the weekends when the weather is good, because it's a car for the right mood, a car for the soul. I call it a time machine because it can transport you to a different era, so you can take in the atmosphere of that time.
Over 3 days, the OldCarLand Festival will host many events like drift shows or even pedal car races for the youngest car fans. Reported by Pierre Mareczko, UATV.